Welcome to Awenda Provincial Park on the southern shore of the Georgian Bay.
This park has 5 beautiful beaches, count them 5, including a dog beach.
Join us as we tour the inside of the park and check out hiking, biking, and their wonderful campsites.
We're also going to check out the town of Midlands and Penetanguishene, and we're going to be going on a ghost tour.
Ooh,
so stay with us.
Awenda Provincial Park is approximately 2 hours north of Toronto near the town of Penetanguishene. It is classified as a natural environment park.
We are on our way to Awenda Provincial Park, and it's a beautiful day.
It's actually the 4th of July.
It is. Happy Independence Day to our American family and friends.
That's right. And Happy Canada Day from a few days ago.
Yes, it is July 4th, 2024.
We haven't been to Awenda since
2019,
and that was our first time there.
Yes.
Updating our park review.
Yes.
It's a beautiful day. It is hot, though. So we are going to get hot and sweaty setting up, and Cheryl's going to get in there.
Get that AC
Crank
going.
that AC.
Cool this mama down.
It's a nice drive. All country roads. No 401, no 400.
The way we like it.
Beautiful. Let's get there.
See you soon.
After you register at the desk, come through, take your first left, and it's the trailer fill and dump station. It's also the garbage and recycling area. It's all in one area. It's very nice, big, wide, and open. There's 2 dump lanes with a bypass lane and 2 fill lanes with a bypass lane, and everything is threaded. Both fill spots have a long enough hose that you could fill from either side of the trailer. It has really good water pressure. This is a nice site.
It looks pretty flat and straightforward.
Really nice.
We are on site 407 in Hawk Campground. Last time we were here was 2019, and we were in Wolf Campground. Nice site. Backed in, first try, level, no levelers or wood blocks needed. It seems to have pretty decent privacy here, lots of trees, and you can see a couple people, but they're off in the distance a bit. The only negative thing I see so far is if it rains, it could get a little bit messy. So we'll see what tomorrow's supposed to rain, so we'll see what happens. Let's check out the park.
Awenda has 6 campgrounds with 102 electric campsites and 230 non-electric campsites, for a total of 332 campsites. Turtle Campground has 50 non-electric sites. Site 24 is barrier-free. Hawk Campground has 27 electric and 30 non-electric sites. Site 96 is barrier-free. Bear Campground has 50 non-electric, radio-free sites. Site 141 is barrier-free. Deer Campground has 50 non-electric, radio-free sites. Site 193 is barrier-free. Wolf Campground has 75 electric sites. Site 215 is barrier-free. Snake Campground has 50 non-electric, radio-free, and dog-free sites. Site 295 is barrier-free. There is one cottage called the Stone Cottage. There is a comfort station with flush toilets and showers in each campground. The comfort stations in Turtle, Hawk, and Bear campgrounds have laundry facilities. There's a dump fill station, an amphitheater, and a park store. There are 5 beaches. An on-leash dog beach is located between first and second beaches. There's a canoe launch and canoe storage area at Kettle's Lake. There are 7 trails ranging from 1 to 13 kilometers. Beach Trail is a 1.8 kilometer linear hiking and cycling trail rated as easy. Beaver Pond Trail is a 700 meter loop hiking trail rated as easy, and it is barrier-free. Nipissing Trail is a 500 meter linear hiking trail rated as moderate. Bluff Trail is a 10 kilometer loop hiking and cycling trail rated as moderate. Brule Trail is a 2.3 kilometer linear hiking and cycling trail rated as easy. Robotai Homestead Trail is a 1.5 kilometer linear hiking trail rated as easy. Wendat Trail is a 4 kilometer loop hiking trail rated as easy.
I was lost in a city dream, and I was at home again beside the stream. Then you walked past me, and you saw me and smiled. I will never forget the first time when I saw you. I thought I lost my mind. Blue and faded was blown away and left behind. I hope you'll always be around, even if I fail. You are like a summer breeze that I must inhale. Is it possible for us to feel this way forever? Loving you has never felt more right. Woke up lonely, and for you there is nothing in this world I wouldn't do. I would walk 1,000 miles just to see.
Each campground has an accessible site. Site 193, you're beside the vault toilets, and kitty corner-ish to the comfort station.
Just to see you. I hope you'll always be around, even if I fail. You are like a summer breeze that I must inhale. Is it possible for us to feel this way forever? I hope you'll always be around, even if I fail. You are like a summer breeze that I must inhale. Is it possible for us to feel this way forever? Loving you has never felt more right.
Okay guys, is this not the cutest cottage ever? It's the Stone Cottage. It accommodates 6 people. It's got 2 bedrooms for 6 people. It has a living room, dining area for 6. It's got a kitchen with propane stove, a kettle, a fridge. There's water tap outside here. There's Muskoka chairs, fire pit, picnic table, gas barbecue. There's no indoor plumbing, but there's a vault toilet just outside of the cottage. This is a 1,000 square foot cottage, and the electricity is run by solar panels.
So I'm walking around the cottage, checking things out, and something sparked my curiosity. It's this right here. What the heck? There's a light switch in the tree. I don't know what it does, Think I should flick it? Let's see what it does. Just kidding. It's nothing. I don't know what it is though.
Luckily there's a rock stool for me here.
When you come down the main road into the park, when you get to the end, you turn left and you're going to the registration area to get into the campground. If you go to the right and then right again, you pull into the activity center area. There's a big parking lot here. It's a big parking lot because this is where the amphitheater is and the activity center. And in the winter time, this is where you come get your day pass to do your ski trails. All the trails lead out from here. In the past, to get your day pass here, you also get it to your day pass to go down to the beach here, so you don't have to go through the campground registration office. In the past, there was a machine here. You could put your credit card in it and get your day pass. Well, they've updated, and now there's a QR code you scan on your phone to get your day pass. Only problem is, there's no cell service here, so I don't think it's a real good idea that they did that. So if you can't get a cell signal, well, maybe you can with Rogers or something, but I don't know about that. But if you can't get a cell signal here, you're going to have to go into the registration office to get your day pass. Or you could always do it in advance before coming. So for cell service in this park, Bell, TELUS, Koodo, and Virgin Mobile. In the campgrounds, it's pretty much non-existent. I can't get a data connection. The only place I can get a little bit of something, if I go down to the beach area, and right here where I am right now at Kettle's Lake at the boat launch. I found this is the best spot for a connection, and it is not a great connection, but I'm able to actually get on and do a little social media posting, things like that. It's Saturday morning right now. It's shortly after 8 a.m. A video just came live. I have to get on here, answer some comments and stuff. So had to do the drive down here and get it taken care of. Now, in the campsite, I will say that the phone did work. Cheryl called me when we were backing into the site and the phones did work, but like I say, there's no data connection. If you have a different experience with another service provider, please put it in the comments below.
The park store is located right at the entrance to when you check in. It has basic grocery items. They have some refrigerated items like milk, bacon, eggs, that sort of thing. Some ice cream treats, park merch. They have propane exchange and ice.
Basically from this point down the beach all the way to where you can see some people down there, this is all dog beach. Dogs have to be on leash on the sand area, but in the water they can be off leash. So it's a really nice dog beach. You can bring your chairs here, spend some times with your furry friends. Yes. We're at Kettle's Lake right now, and Jamie and Kelly decided to join us. They live nearby, so they came in. They've got a season's pass, and we're going to do the Wendat Trail.
minutes southeast of the park is Midland. This weekend, we got to visit the Poutine Festival. We visited the Boulangers Midland City Bakers and tried some scrumptious rosemary olive bread. Midland has a great downtown core full of shops, restaurants, artwork, and the Harbour front to visit.
It's Cheryl's Lou Review, Lou Review. Let's all talk about Lou's. Don't ask Ben, don't ask Jax, ask Cheryl. Cheryl's Lou Review.
Most of the outhouses in the park are cedar. The ones directly in the park have soap and water. All of them have hooks. The ones outside of the actual campground, such as in Kettle's Lake or in the beach area, they have no soap, water, or sanitizer. Some of them have skylights to let in some light, and a couple of them along the beach actually have a stall as just a change room only beside them. The two in Snake Campground and I forget which one of the other campgrounds, they are the old-fashioned concrete ones, and those ones are a little bit stinkier, so I wasn't fond of those ones. But these ones are pretty good, and they're kept clean on the most part, depending on the occupancy use. But I'm going to give these ones a flower. This is beach number 1. It's the most popular of all the beaches as it's closest to the parking lot. It has beautiful white sand. Parts of it do have a little bit of a pebbly shoreline, and there are some big boulders or rocks in the water, but it's actually a beautiful beach, and the water is really clear. Beach number 2 is a sandy, narrow beach, and it's an extension of the dog beach. I should also point out that at each beach, there are vault toilets outside on the other side of the lane. There's generally 2. Some of them have a change area in them as well, but they're the cedar ones. They're just pit toilets, that's all there is to it, with hooks. And this is beach number 3. It's a beauty for sure. It's pure sand. It's in a tiny little alcove at the end, and can't beat it. We are now at beach number 4 on the other side of the point. And as you can see, it's a little more rugged. It's still a great beach. It's got a lot of boulders in the water, but
I love how all these beaches are different.
yes.
This one is on the other side of the point from the rest of the beaches, so this is the windy one right now with the big waves.
Yeah.
And like Cheryl probably just mentioned, beach number 3, great, so calm right now, the way the wind's blowing.
That's a
Love
good
it.
one for the kids. The number 3. Number 1 and number 3 are good for the kids.
Yeah, number 1 is the busiest though, is that's where the parking is, so everybody's gonna be there.
And number 2 is the dog beach, and it's similar.
No, there's a dog
Oh.
beach and then there's number 2.
Oh, sorry,
Which
yeah.
are actually right side by side,
Yeah.
you can't really tell them apart.
But they're similar to number 4. They've got a lot of personality with all the boulders, which
Yeah.
is kind of cool. I should also point out at beach number 4, it is very firm. It's not soft sand like the other beaches. Bass, northern pike, pickerel, and panfish can be found in Georgian Bay. Bass and panfish can also be found in Kettle's Lake. There's 1 canoe launch into Kettle's Lake. No motorboats are permitted. You can store and lock your canoes there. The nearest boat launch into Georgian Bay is Penetanguishene.
Between Bear and Hawk Campground is the woodlot. You can get your firewood here and ice, and you can also rent your canoes here. 400.
I'm done.
What?
Yeah, I just need.
What's over? Game
Yeah.
over? Oh, game over?
Yeah.
Son of a... I didn't know she was there.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
She kept it very quiet.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm at 4,100. I'm in the lead here.
I got 1,900 in one turn.
How much
Wow.
you got, Cheryl?
32.50.
You're the low, 4,100.
Loser. We are at Discovery Harbour in Penetanguishene, and we are going to be going on a ghost tour being led by our friend Kelly.
All right, welcome to Discovery Harbour. It is in Penetanguishene,
Yes.
and the ghost tour takes place on Saturday nights in July and August. And if you wanted to book a ticket, you would go online on the Discovery Harbour website, and you can book your ticket online there. We also have an escape room here, so you can combine an escape room experience with the ghost tour, or you can come during the day and do an escape room then. And if you want to know more about the history of Discovery Harbour, then you should come during the day. So until Labor Day, it's open 7 days a week from 10 to 5. And there are costumed interpreters like myself, and they're here to tell you all about the history of the site.
Excellent. Well, that sounds like a great thing to do when you're camping.
Yeah, it's an awesome thing
It's
to
close.
do. And we run rain or shine, and more often than not, it's shine.
Yeah, well, like right now.
So originally a naval base. So by 1820, there were as many as 70 people here at the site. So the first grave site is that of two brothers, Samuel and his older brother, John McGarity. And down the hill there, that would be, he would be poor Samuel there, waiting and looking for his brother, John. So what happened is, so that head was that of a soldier who had been stationed here. And when the medium returned in the evening, and when he was in that front room in front of the mirror, he said that it didn't feel like he was in front of a mirror. He said it felt as if he were standing in front of a window and as if he were being watched.
Samuel? Have you seen my brother Samuel? He fell ill. I had to go and get provisions.
And it started to get closer to the window. And when it was in front of the window, pretty close, it took shape. And it had a tall black hat.
Have you seen anybody in your company that has not been here the entirety of the time?
There's somebody that's dressed a little funny, two next to me.
Two next to you. Is there? No, I'm counting correctly. And it would be you.
Hello.
Well, it's that time again for Cole's Notes, and we are at Awenda Provincial Park. What do you think of this park?
The biggest part for me are the campgrounds themselves, the campsites and the campgrounds. So every campground is the same in terms that it has a comfort station in the middle. It's got a children's playground next to it and a play field. Only one campground doesn't have the playground, but the rest do. So it's great that way. You're always close to a comfort station and a playground. And then the campsites themselves.
They're all fairly similar on the most part. You have a fairly, good size long driveway to back in. We did
Angled.
it in one shot.
Yeah,
yes.
angled, so when you drive past, you easily back into your site.
And they're fair size sites and surrounded by, as you can see, trees. Mostly in this area, we feel like we're in darkness all the time.
Very well treed. If you have a non-electric site and you're planning on using solar, good luck.
Not in this campground.
No, this is a very heavily treed
Where are
campground.
we, Hawk? We are in Hawk.
Right. And there's times that we thought it was raining out
Yeah.
because we were hearing the water coming or falling off the
Coming off
leaves
the trees.
from overnight. And then as we drove out of the park or we went for a bike ride, we realized it's a beautiful sunny day.
So, it's probably better in hotter weather to be in the more shaded, cooled area.
Yeah, but we really do like it. There's the spacing between the sites. Last time I said it too, a lot of other parks would have put an extra campsite or two between two sites here because there's so much room.
The beach is unique setup here, I think. It's a bit of a drive to get down to them, but once you're down there, they're just all along the shoreline. So they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to go to number 4, it's a bit of a hike or bike ride down.
Yep. So the main beach is number 1 because that's where all the parking is. So that's where most of the people go. But yeah, you go for a little bike ride or a little hike. I think it's like 1.4 kilometers, the full distance from the parking lot to beach number 4. But yeah, you get different beaches. And what's your favorite one?
3?
Yes, it was 3.
3? I liked 1 as well.
Yeah.
But 3 was a nice kind of out past everybody else.
And 3 was really nice sand. And it was sand right into the water. Where 1 has a lot of big boulders and rocks.
And so does 4.
Yeah.
And 2.
Yeah.
And the dog beach.
Well, no. 1 doesn't have nearly as many as the dog beach, and 2.
1 has kind of a mixture.
Yes.
Yeah. 1 has a mixture, but it's a nice mixture. You're going to want to maybe bring your bikes. It's a large park. So to get from anywhere.
Yeah.
Like the store is actually right at the entrance where you register. I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's limited parking.
Yeah, it's right there, but it's a bit of a ways to get to it.
Yeah.
Because we're way back here. But
so Cheryl talks about taking your bikes. Bikes are great, but I would not recommend taking your bike down to the beach, because if you ride from the campgrounds to the beach, it's a very steep road going in. There's even a sign warning cyclists to use extreme caution.
Cars are coming down the hill, and then if you're coming up or going down, there's just no.
Yeah, and coming up, it's going to be a very hard paddle.
Yeah, I wouldn't even pedal. Yeah, I wouldn't even bike right up the hill. So yeah, it's best to drive to the beach if you can.
We wanted to go paddling. We were going to go paddling in Kettle's Lake. Last time we went paddling there. It's a nice little lake for paddling around.
Yeah, we've got pictures of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had to cut our trip short by a day.
Yeah.
For a bit of a family issue, but don't worry, nothing to be concerned with. But we are cutting the trip short.
Yes. So
today was the day we were gonna go paddling.
Yes, but if you want to bring your paddleboard or kayak or canoe, that's the place to do it.
Yeah, I would suggest the paddleboard would be more at the beaches on Georgian Bay.
I was going to say actually on Beach 3 was a good spot, but you'd have to carry your paddleboard down to Beach 3.
Yeah,
but that's a nice little area. It's a nice little cove. Yeah, but Kettle's Lake is nice for paddling in.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's no service in the park, which is kind of a bit of a drawback.
Cell service.
Yeah, cell service. So you have to, maybe you might get something down at the beach, maybe not, but Kettle's Lake, I think, is an okay spot.
Yeah.
But then again, you have to drive.
Launch.
Yeah. Drive or a long bike ride down. And that was a lovely trail we did on Wendat, which is around Kettle's Lake, that hike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best one in the park, I think.
This park has winter activities.
Yes, it does.
All the trails, or most of the trails, are open for cross-country skiing, and there's some snowshoeing. So this is a year-round park, and it's in a beautiful area with Midland and Penetanguishene being very close by.
So a lot of stuff to see in town. We went to the bakery, got us some yummy sourdough, olive rosemary bread. It's almost gone. We went and checked out the Poutine Festival they had in downtown Midland. And they've got the Harbour in Midland as well, and lots of nice shops down there to check out. And we went to Penetanguishene
for the
ghost tour.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And they do some earlier tours, which are in full daylight.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been nearly as fun to do it in the daylight.
Probably been better for kids, the younger ones, to go during the day. It wouldn't be as scary as the nighttime one.
Yeah, it's a little scary when you're going in those buildings and they're only lit by a
candle,
by lanterns. Yeah. So it's very interesting, very cool.
Yes.
And we were glad that our friend Kelly, she led that tour, and her husband Jamie.
Yes.
He was one of the actors in it.
Yes. So thank you guys. That was a lot of fun. Yes. So that's something to consider if you want to do something outside of the park.
This park is definitely a park that I'd be coming back to.
It's a different park again.
Yeah.
Which is
I really
good.
like it.
It's nice that all parks are different. We don't want them all the same.
So as far as a rating goes, I think we give it an 8. Yeah.
8?
I think an 8. It's a good park. We definitely come back to it. Yeah, it's got a lot.
Yeah.
So that's it.
We've got nice campsites.
An 8.
8 it is.
Okay.
And next,
we are off to the parks of the St. Lawrence.
First time going there. We've been having viewers recommend, well, we have to go to the parks of St. Lawrence. So
And we're going to be doing
Finally.
3 parks in a row.
Yes.
So we're going to be checking it out pretty good, and we're going to making the videos for you. And
Anybody who's missed Sue and John in our camping trips, they will be joining us for 2 of those parks.
yes, they will. Not the first one,
No, not the first one.
but the second and the third one. They're going to be joining us.
They're still in our lives.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's it, and we'll see you in the next one.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye. Okay, guys, is this not the cutest cottage ever? I love this color. It's 1,000 square feet, and it's on the Georgian Bay shoreline. You can hear the waves crashing over the rocky beach right now.
Sorry. I just sneezed.